Thor, son of Asgard. Number 7. Fornor Fields, the Asgardian training grounds. One does not have to be an omniscient ruler to know when something is troubling his wife. Odin, I did not expect you so soon, my husband. Merely a quick break, my love. It's been months since Karnilla's attack, but matters have yet to settle down, and it appears as if your heart is also still unsettled. Look there at our son, Odin. Our only son. A boy who has his whole life ahead of him. A boy we almost lost to the senseless violence of war. And has he learned anything from his brush with death? No. Still he chooses to embrace the ways of war. As the wife of the Allfather, I understand better than any the importance of maintaining our armies and defenses. I know the sacrifices that must be made for the good of all Asgard. Never have I questioned the ways of our warriors. But now, having almost lost Thor, I find myself worrying about his future. I do not want to one day find myself a mother who has outlived her son. And I do not want to be a father who must bury his child. Frigga, I understand your fears. I was there as Thor lay dead, the arrow driven into his chest. But that life has since returned, and while Thor may not show it, I do believe that Hela's cold touch did have an impact on him. Your words do deserve to soothe, my love. Your words do serve to soothe, my love. But I also see how he longs to live up to your expectations of him, how he will continue to take risks to win your approval. So much like his father, he follows so closely in your footsteps. And I do hope that, much like his father, he will be quick to learn a few lessons in love. There are many maidens in Asgard who have hopes that his head will turn in their direction. I think those maidens will be disappointed. All of Asgard knows that Thor has been smitten with Sif since they were children. I am sure the boy will soon come to his senses and realize that it is time to open his heart to her and make his intentions known. If ever there was a fitting mate for our son, it is the Lady Sif. Come now, Volstagg, show me your skill. As I have made clear time and time again, I detest participating in these violent displays of combat, even against opponents of the lesser sex. And as we have made clear time and time again, you need to learn how to fight, you coward, and you could use the exercise, I must add. Ho ho ho! You'll not make fun of my size once you feel the weight of my blow. Clang! It cannot be. I think you will find that while weight may mass may provide force, there is much to be learned from a few quick lessons in balance. Shing! Thump! Anything more to say about the lesser sex now, Volstagg? Perhaps if you talk less and trained more, you'd have the skills to back up your playful insults. Ho ho ho! Well played, well played. So I guess that means you and I will be fighting in the final match today. Thor. No need for a break after your last match. I would hardly call Volstagg falling over much of a match. But no, I barely broke a sweat. Are you ready to face a real opponent? The pleasure shall be all mine, Sif. Chink. Hiya! Shing! That was rather clumsy. Have you forgotten your own words about balance? Hold your tongue. Well, I concede. Hurrah! We knew you could beat her, Thor. She didn't stand a chance. No way the only girl in our school could take you. Here, Sif. Let me... I have no need for your pity. Yes, put her in her place. While I'd have preferred Thor run her through with his sword, there's still joy to be found in seeing Sif suffer defeat at his hands. She's yet to pay for the indignities I have suffered due to her actions. No woman gets the better of Loki. Shouldn't the only boy in sorcery school share some kind of secret bond with the only girl in a class of male warriors? I'd have thought you and Sif got together for tea to commemorate about your hatred of the opposite sex. I'd recognize that voice anywhere. Show yourself. Sraz. Brack. Amora, the one and only. Loki, Loki, Loki. You should watch your tongue. Letting your hatred bubble up and out like that could get you in trouble. Or was that a cry for help? Is that what you want? Someone to notice you? Feel sorry for you? Take pity on you? Or are you simply looking for a shoulder to cry on? Your wiles won't work on me, you enchantress. You may be able to use your charms to seduce those mindless barbarians outside, but I'll not fall prey to your magics. Try and cast a spell on me, and I guarantee you'll live to regret it. Now there's a Loki I was looking for. What do you mean by that? I heard you lost your edge after your little escapade into the wilds of Asgard. But I know you better than that. I had to be sure that the old Loki, the Loki who's not afraid to get his hands dirty, was still in there somewhere. Ha, I'm happy to report that rumors of my reform have been greatly exaggerated. But why the interest, Amora? Let's just say that you're not alone in your hatred of Sif. Oh, really? This wouldn't have anything to do with my pompous pig of a brother, now would it? Observant as ever, I see. I am used to getting what I want, Loki, and I've made no secret of my affections for Thor. But try as I might to win his favor, his heart is set on another. It is Sif's spell that Thor is under, and it is that spell I will see broken, no matter the cost. What the cost? It seems we seek a similar goal. Yes, I do believe that an alliance is in order here, with my mastery of mayhem and your bent to bewitch. Sif and Thor don't stand a chance. Mind if I have a seat? Do you care to tell me what that was all about? If looks could kill, I have to admit to being confused here, Sif. I've never seen you act this way after losing a match. Oh, it's not you I'm mad at, Thor. I'm sorry I lashed out. Our scholars say that words can at times cut deeper than any blade. Well, they're right, and it's the words of teenage boys that cut deepest. You're upset because of what they said after I'd beaten you? You let your cheers and taunts affect you so deeply. Why, Sif? You've never before been concerned with what others say. I've seen you put them in their place time and time again. What has changed? We're getting older, Thor. I'm no longer some little girl alone in a class with all boys. I'm a woman who spends all her time in the company of men, and it's starting to get a little tiresome. How many other Asgardian girls bring a sword to school? None. How many other Asgardian girls come home beaten, cut and bruised after a day of classes? None. How many other Asgardian girls will never get a date because all the men are scared of them? None. Sif? How many other Asgardian girls have the undivided attention of the Prince of Asgard? None. Well, what have we here? Is this what constitutes extracurricular activity for our young warriors these days? Tell me, Sif, did you have to work your way through all the boys in school to finally get a shot at the champ? Oh, you're one to talk, Amora. You have no right to judge me, witch. Smack! You dare lay a hand on me? You'll pay for that, you lowly cur. Come and collect then, you blonde hussy. Sif, Amora, calm yourselves. There's no need to come to blows over this. While Amora's verbal attack was indeed spiteful, surely there was no need to strike her, Sif. You'd stand up for her after what she just said to me? So be it, you deal with her. Maybe you two were meant for each other. The next day. I wish I could skip today's lessons. I'm sure word of my actions yesterday is already spreading. It's my own fault for allowing them to get under my skin. And what shall I say to Thor? What almost happened between us? Alas, today is a new day, so let it begin. Ah, Sif, there you are. As of today, you shall no longer be the only maiden in our school. Sif, allow me to introduce our newest student, Brunhilde. And she had to be blonde.